Hey, how you doing?
All right, cool.
All right.
So how was your trip?
It was good. I got here pretty good.
Okay. All right. Anyway, guys, Jerry Fontanez, a very good friend of mine, Jose DiCervo, and we're gonna see. This guy here is one of the dudes that I respect because he has multiple schools. He's been involved in martial arts for a long time. I know him since he was probably purple belt or what have you. And now, welcome to the home. All right, thank you. Food for thought. Hey man, if you're not food for thought, you might as well do it in the kitchen. You know, I'm Grandmaster Jerry Fontanez here, and I'm going to have a friend of mine named Jose DiCervo. Bottom line is that what we're trying to do is just share information because today is 2011, times have changed. And I invited him over to my house, and when it's all said and done, you just seen something. What did you think about it?
I think it was amazing. Great ideas, easy to implement, simple, and definitely great for today's economy.
And what we're talking about specifically is how to earn $10,000-ish, because it could be a lot more than that.
Sure.
And roughly 40 hours, which is a week of work for most people. You know, and when it's all said and done, that's only one of the many options that people have as opportunities. But the reason why I asked DiCervo over to the house is because, you know, there's a major gap in the martial arts industry for people who have information that comes from the so-called urban area, inner city, ghetto. We call it home.
Yeah.
You know, so a lot of times, you know, those of you who are watching this or even listening to this thing, most of you don't earn 5 figures a month teaching martial arts. I did that for many years, you know, and DiCervo has done it also. He presently owns 3 locations that we'll find out about, but the bottom line is that you could have multiple locations. No, he doesn't have a big budget, financial planning, all that stuff behind him, but when it's all said and done, it's possible as long as you know what you want and you have a plan, you know. And the success coach could be either you talking to somebody or you speaking to a group of people who know or reading. You know, leaders are readers, and most people just don't read. Now, this is a concept that is redundant to some of you guys, but realistically, I'm talking to the people right now who are great martial artists. You're black belts in martial arts, you're white belts in business, and that can't be because your family deserves better.
Correct.
That's what I believe. During the 1980s, DiCervo used to go visit me in the Bronx along with, rest in peace, his instructor. So about a minute or so, give me your take about that era in terms of going to the Bronx and when people were going for kicking and punching, you were looking at something different.
Yeah, well, you know, during that time, you know, having a school was pretty much a dream. And then it was a dream at a cost. Because coming from my background, where I came from, was either you're a warrior of the martial arts, and if you go into business, pretty much you wanted it, but you were a sellout. So now you have to compromise your philosophy of teaching martial arts and what you thought traditionally what it meant to be a great martial artist for business. But
which was child abuse and a whole bunch of other stuff, torture. But we didn't know any better. That's just the way it was.
Exactly. So, you know, coming around that time, you know, you were always controversial in the sense that, you know, I remember you being the first one to start changing the color uniforms. I was still in the white uniform. And I remember one time, I think you loaned me like a brown V-neck uniform.
The khaki. I know, I looked at you kept like,
I was ready, man. And everybody was criticizing me because I was selling out. But at the same time, I knew that, you know, there was something better in the sense, not just in the martial art, but in you love what you do, let's get paid for what you love doing.
Well, this is my thing. I always heard that karate is the way of life. So if karate is the way of life, you should be able to earn an income. And what people get confused of today, even today, is that the #1 grossing school in the entire world is the Shaolin Temple. Wow. You cannot get more traditional than that, you know? Yeah. And they are all sellouts. Yeah, they sell out tickets to the floor, they sell out t-shirts, but we're not sellouts. There's a difference between selling out things places, promotion,
Yes,
what have you,
yes.
and being a sellout.
Correct, correct. And that was one thing that was not clarified.
Yeah.
You know, you were a sellout. You didn't know what it meant, but you assumed that you weren't good enough anymore.
Yeah. Well, this is the course that I'm gonna do. When the next video is coming out, free video reviews how to earn 5 figures a month.
Wow.
Teaching martial arts, selling out.
Wow.
Selling out. And people are gonna think, what the heck is that? And what I really wanted to do is to listen that yes, I sold out every spot on the floor that was worth $2.50 per class, and I had 50 people on the floor, so that class was worth $200 for 45 minutes.
Yep.
I sold it out. I sold out that class.
Yes.
I sold out the t-shirts, I sold out red suits, I sold out whatever. But I have never been a sellout because no one can ever say that I changed. In the very near future, you're going to see a talk that I did at the EFC National Convention back in 1992. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
I saw bits of it.
What did you remember? What do you remember?
I remember you coming in there with your
Rocksteady
crew and your outfit at the time, and you know that was a little bit shocking at the time.
Nobody expected that, but some prayed for it because Sassy Character and Master Fontanez were two different people.
Yes.
And I combined and made a Master Sassy. Well, that's going to be coming soon. There's a great video. When it was all said and done, there was a standing ovation. And to this very day, guys like Dave Kovar remember portions of that speech.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it was good. It was impactful.
Yeah, it was very impactful because I kept it real. And the reason why I wore the warm-up suit was because at the time, even though I had bought a DKNY suit that was better than those corny ones that they were wearing, because they had all these great suits like that. So I bought this nice DKNY suit, and I said, wait a minute, I'm not selling out. I'm not gonna be a sellout. They expect me to be so-called groomed and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed to be happy to be on stage. No, that year I earned $200,000 of personal income teaching martial arts.
Wow.
My greatest quarter was 150,000, 100 and what was it? 100, you know, a lot of money. That year was the first time. The first year I grossed $355,000. Now, at the time, I also was the first person that I know of in the martial arts industry who went to a seminar by a guy named Jay Abraham. Jay Abraham was a $1,000 one-day seminar about 5 years before everybody else. I also walked on fire. 40 feet plus, 50 feet with Tony Rogers, where I was staffing his seminars. This was 1992 in Hawaii, where I also was able to become the, what was called, Mr. Mastery at the Mastery course, which was 4 days of non-stop seminars. I should say 14 days of non-stop 14-hour-day seminars.
That would have been awesome.
This has happened, but a lot of times we forget. We forget who we are. Because we get caught up in the day-to-day operations. Some of you guys have seen the Karate Chris videos. I'm not trying to brag, you know, I'm not trying to impress you, but I'm trying to impress upon you that even someone with no GED, maybe I'll get it one of these days for my kids, and most likely I will, only because it'll be good publicity for them. But someone with no GED can go from the ghetto to the burbs. And if we had to go back to the ghetto, we know how to get out of there again and not be uncomfortable because we've been here. Oh, welcome back here. But this was a short stay.
We're visiting.
Yeah, we're just passing. We're not. There's like Monopoly. We're just passing, visiting jail, and not staying because that's not what we decided.
Correct. Yes.
Why is it, in your estimation, that in 2011 there aren't people, or I should say, more people in positions of leadership in the martial arts industry that we can relate to? For lack of better descriptions, people from the so-called urban ghetto areas. Why don't they have that? I mean, do they make money in those areas?
Well, I think, you know, part of the reason is marketing. I don't think that they're as marketable as. There's no poster boy for that, if you will.
I was supposed to be it, and I blew it up. I came up with a Rocksteady crew woman to my name on my butt.
You messed it up.
I messed it up.
But here we are, right? Here we are. But I think that's what it is. Not that the talent is not there, or the capacity to do it is not there, or even the ability to do it is not there. I just think that, you know, they're put to the side. But we're going to fight our way to get there.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons is because of intimidation. You know, if people don't know, you know, to go to the Bronx is intimidating. Not for me. To go to Patterson, New Jersey could be intimidating to some people. Not for me. It doesn't matter what part. California, I've been right there and watched. No problem. Hey. No problemos, baby.
That's right.
Texas, Houston, I don't care. Because to me, it all comes down to the same exact thing. It ain't where you're from, it's where you're at. And if you're in the right mindset and you know how to deal in different environments, you won't make eye-to-eye contact with people unnecessarily. You walk and mind your business and have nothing to do with you, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And if somebody does flex on you, you let them know that I'm not the one and everything will be fine. Now, what makes me laugh a lot of times is that they try to teach people how to so-called survive in the inner cities and they never been there. You've never been for the ghetto, get the hell out of the ghetto. Naughty by nature. But, you know, I appreciate people sharing information when it comes to what they think can work. Hey, reality show happens.
Yes.
You want to get that? We can get that in the bottom. And we'll go to a commercial break in the meantime. AB, see you in a few seconds.